Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you back to another episode of Chrono Cross. Okay, let me be the first to admit here, this is a re-recording, because for some reason, the one time I do not test out my mic before doing, the recording, the mic does not work. I mean, I don't know what was going on, but it was registering on OBS that the mic was picking up my voice, but then when I had the video to trim and cut, there's no voice. There's like nothing. So it's like, ugh. So this is just gonna be me talking over my gameplay footage, which was thankfully recorded, just not my voice. So, that's all I can say. Anyway, my course of my train of thought here, if I can talk normally. Guess what? I can't talk normally even if I'm just talking over my videos. I'm going back to where we first met the fairy, simply because I have the oddest feeling that where I was going was the right direction. I don't want to go in the right direction yet. So we double back and go, here. Everybody get down. Something big's heading our way. And I'm gonna try and remember most of my quips that I made and try to keep it as original as possible, but I don't have that original source, so cross my fingers. What's that thing? God, I can't believe this place. Man, that thing was big. What do you suppose that was? I can't even guess, Lena. So, going down this particular path is just getting some treasures, but at the end of the day, it's also for something very important, because this is technically right now optional, and at the same time it's not optional. It's kind of weird. Guys, did you just see a strange looking creature up ahead? Yeah. I don't know. Wait, there it is again. Most curious, that is. It's coming our way. This be but no place for humans, Beepa. Go away! Beepa off! And then the guy just badmouths us, and then we go into a fight stance. It's like, you want to badmouth us? Okay, put up your dukes. Boom, boom, boom. We are honestly terrible people here. I feel like with this game, since the beginning, there's like a slight undertone that we are kind of bad people. Leave it to Biba Colo. Yeah, I forgot. I just did this a couple days ago, and I forgot again still. He calls friends, and it is super duper annoying. And he calls another one. So, he has an interesting gimmick. He will call up to 3 friends. Yes, up to 3 friends. After that, he will call no more, but it's very annoying because it fills up the entire battlefield with his allies. He will call even 1 more friend. And the unfortunate problem here is that, well, these things are fast. Watch what I mean right now. This is Surge's turn. Guess whose turn is next? The Beebas. And I believe it's all 3 of the Beebas? Yeah, all 3 of the Beebas, so it's very annoying. And after that, I think it's going to be Guile's turn. If I remember the turn order. Even without playing, yep, it's Guile. It's always Surge, Guile, Lena. I think it goes from left to right based on the name placement. See Surge first, from the left, Guile, then Lena. So now Guile has his turn. It's the Beebas again. So this is the annoying... Yes, definitely the annoying gimmick surrounding this battle. They each go after one of your characters for full turn has been taken. Or at least the math works that way, that once a character has done this full turn, then it's the Beeba's turn. It's a long, dragged out process, and even in the original, I just talked over it most of the time because it was just getting so boring. That said, let me go on to my previous thought of saying that it's like this weird undertone that we, as the players, are kind of the bad people to some point. Remember at the beginning, Lena from Surge's homeworld asked us to get Komodo dragon scales, and we had to kill innocent Komodo pups and their rightfully angry mama for the scales. And then now here we are, because one of the Bebas badmouthed us, we're now fighting it. We just went into a fighting stance. It's like, hey, you want to fight? Okay, well, put them up. We're just like some low undertones of evil, and it does make me wonder what other parts of this game, since I haven't played it in years, what other parts have I glossed over, not noticing that, oh, you know what? That was kind of low of us. We're kind of evil on this accord. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are other scenarios just like that, hinted throughout the game as well, and I feel like it kind of relates to kind of a sub-point that the game is trying to make. Like, this whole arc that we're doing right now is to save Kid, yes, but at the end of the day, it kind of opens up a sub-topic that is kind of interesting, I'll be perfectly honest, but I'll get into that once we get to that moment. In the meantime, we're almost done with the damn Biba fight. It is just so freaking annoying. I mean, just me watching myself play this, it's already super annoying. I'm like in my head like, oh, come on, for the love of God, can we just be over with? If I'm annoyed at myself for playing this, imagine how it feels when you are playing it. So, yeah, but there are times when the battle gets artificially lengthened, and this is like one of those times, because the Biba just summons all his friends. It's just artificially lengthened, and it feels... I guess the best way to say is padded, even though okay, it's not the best way to say it, but it's the best way I can describe it at the moment. It feels like it's padded, and it's just like elongated. It's like, oh, it takes forever. And all we get is 3 furs and an upheaval spell. Nothing of great importance. Biba's sorry. Here, I give you this. Please forgive Biba. This Biba flute that is handed down in the Biba family. It's Biba magical. Calls Wingapede. It makes Wingapede Biba good Wingapede. It best Biba used in a wide open space. Well, I'll be seeing you. Bye. Sure, buddy. Thank you. Hey, well, let's see what he left us. Alright, Lena, jeez. A flute? Huh. Well, why don't you try blowing it here, Serge? He did say a wide open space. Sure. Let's go ahead. Oh, and... this is when I meant to press square, and I accidentally pressed select. Now, when you press select on the map screen, it changes the formation of the characters, as you see me doing the whole Russian roulette thing right now, except with no death. It's purely just for, you know, it's just visual, it's just for aesthetics, that's all it is. It's really nothing important. I mean, it plays a role later on in the game, but only one role. And it's kinda dickish. So we blow the whistle. This Biba at the wrong place. This is not the wide open space I was talking about. That girl was Biba wrong. Well, excuse me, Mr. Creature. Who's the one who beat us up and gifted us the flute? Alright, Lena. Alright, let's just agree to being wrong and move on, okay? It was a good suggestion, though. Shouldn't even call me out like that, though. You know, I really do like playing these silent games. It allows me to ad-lib and kind of think on the balls of my feet. Now, not all my ad-libs are great, I'll admit that. And I don't know if I said that in a previous, you know, episode or in one of these recordings, but that got the audio ruined. I don't like humans, but I don't hate them either. I just like strong beings, no matter what species they be by. So which might you be? Strong as Mr. Universe, my dear Biba friend. Then let the challenge commence! Yeah, if we said we were weak, then it's basically like saying, I don't want to fight you. We just said that we were strong, and now the Biba pick a fight with us. I'm not going to show the whole battle here because it's a drain, but I do want to show something. So, again, same gimmick as the last battle with the Bibas. However, if you concentrate your attacks on the main initial Biba and take him down fast enough. So now he's up to 2 allies that he's called. But if we kill him fast enough, which I think is going to happen with the Wanda in any moment now. God, this spell. It's just magic. Like, here's the wand, and then boop, the world's most painful acupuncture. So we kill the main Biba. And once the other Bibas have their turn, I don't remember if it's after Lena. Yeah, here we go. So, Biba number 2. Okay, not Biba number 3. Biba number 3. Okay, that, the timing got off. So see, Biba number 1 has died, so now there's no backup. So if you're fast enough with it, you can cut off the backup and save yourself the headache. If not, then it's just like the last battle you fight against everyone. Oh, and the blue elements, the water element, some of them can cause the frozen status. Frozen status basically is what it sounds like. Your opponent is frozen, they cannot move for a turn. For one of their turns. So one of their turns is skipped. And then once it gets back to them, they move again. And that's really all that happens in this battle. Let's go ahead, skip ahead. I'll see you in the hottest of moments with after this dash and slash. That be quite fun. I give you the treasure behind me. Hasta la pipa, baby! Yes, and all we get for that is a bush basher. Ugh. It's just another attacking element. I think it's a higher level magic. I think it's level 2 or 3. I think you can buy that at the element shop later on, but it was just kind of not worth it. A wide open space. Do you think this could be what that Biba mentioned? Serge, why don't you try blowing that flute here? Maybe it'll work. Okay. I mean, what are the chances you're wrong twice, right? Alright, where's that flute? There it is. We played the... Oh god, yes, I forgot. They all have to move to their designated spot, like in a theater show, before they start doing things. But yes, this is the wide open space. We have now see the Wingipede, which was the creature we saw earlier. Wow, so this is the Wingipede. Huh, it's actually smarter than I thought. Serge, why don't you try feeding it something? It might be hungry. Sure. Oh god! Guile, I don't think it was hungry for that. Well, it was worth a shot. I suppose it got us in trouble now. Yes, trouble it did. So, we called the Wingipede over, and the Wingipede decides to have a little bit of a temper tantrum, and it's wanting to kill us. Yay! Congrats! We're just beating up the wildlife in perfect honesty, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. And oh god, acidic gas. Yes. Normally, this move would be problematic. And not because of its quote-unquote strength, because that was just 18 damage. What it does is it causes the poison status. And with which, if you don't have any allies equipped for battle use of the antidotes, or the antitoxinal caps, the poison will whittle you down, and it can take you off guard and whittle you down to like death status. It can get pretty bad and out of hand quickly. Thankfully, during that Lady Luck episode, I got 3 antitoxinal caps. So I don't have to worry about poison for the rest of the game. Like, quite seriously, I don't have to worry about it. If I run into a place where I'm noticing a lot of poison monsters, it's like, okay, one moment, let me put on the antitoxinal cap, and off we go. Oh my god. Yeah, that Lady Luck episode really did help. And that was why I went to the Viper Bluffs not why I like going to the Viper Blast, because there's the chance of getting those antitoxinal caps. But it's luck of the draw, it honestly really is. And that guy missed, spitting a poisonous, toxic cloud of gas in our face. It's like, okay, let me just spray and pray. Oh god, I sprayed in the wrong spot. It's a blind bug. And yes, I don't know why, but Surge's dash and slash is kind of weak. And quite clearly, the Wingipede is also weak. Because I don't think we had a full 2-turn revolution with all of our characters. I think I just went back to Surge for a second round. And it's like, okay, I'm off the air, I'm dead. Not a boss, even though I played a boss battle, it's not a boss. Which is a bit interesting, but I guess it just didn't want to be a boss. So after beating it up to a pulp, it flutters away. Careful, Surge, the foothold could give way at any moment. We should try to not step in the middle. You know, I think we should be fine. I mean, you were wrong once before. What's wrong with this? You can't be wrong again, right? Okay, no. I was going to say something else, but I totally messed up that line. I said something along the lines earlier of you weren't wrong the third time, but she wasn't never wrong a third time to begin with, so shrug. Yeah, I messed up that ad-lib so badly the first time around, and I messed it up again trying to fix it. Anyway, we fall down a hole and onto a beast's head that is now unconscious. Wow, who'd have thought there'd be a cavern inside of this tree? Let alone this big old monster? Well, at least it served as a cushion to break our fall. Otherwise, that would have really hurt. Hurt or not, we'll be in a lot of trouble if this Five Arms wakes up. We should try to leave before it does. Yes, we should. But there are two things. A recover-all, which is some very good magic. And second most importantly, a thing in a cage. A live thing in a cage. Surge, is that a fairy? Oh, I'll admit I've never seen one up close before. Well, we can't just leave her trapped like this. Let's help her out. Oh, wait right there, my darlings. Oh, Lena, did you say that? No? Oh my god. Do you think you can walk out if you're alive? And with my dinner too? And after stepping onto my head. Well, come to think of it, it's been years since I've wrapped my sweet tentacles around succulent human flesh. You'll definitely make a fine course to go with that delicious fairy appetizer. You should consider it an honor to be the dinner guests of Madame Pentapus. You know, I do not believe this. It's just been one battle after another. Oh, I must have said an ad-lib quip here. But this time we're trapped in a hole with no way out. We've got no choice but to fight, Surge. No duh, Lena. Everyone be on your guard. You know, it's hard to do ad-lib quips when you are also actively re-recording your own words. It's kind of difficult. Anyway, I will admit that when I first had to deal with this part, I was not sure if it was a lady talking. I only took the context clue initially by my darlings, and traditionally speaking, guys don't usually go my darlings. And I said traditionally. Some guys do in like the JRPGs and maybe animes, but those tend to be the more flamboyant or fruitcake / gay, not gay approaching, gay. Oh my god! Like the obvious gay character. Jesus, I honestly lost the word that I was gonna say. But yeah, you know what I mean. And JRPGs and anime loves to okay, not necessarily portray gay characters. It just likes to make maybe some obvious fruitcake characters that may or may not be gay, but kind of, you know, maybe kind of lean along the, lean along the gay side of the, you know, the stereotypes. My God, I can't talk. It's really so off-putting and jarring to be making a recording of a recording so I can redub my speaking points. It's very jarring because I'm so used to being in the moment of a battle and coming up with discussion points. Like right now, I probably like when my mind is in a game, when I get hit, I think sometimes you hear me go, "Oh my God, that hurt, you little," because I'm in the moment. When like Surge gets hurt, I quote unquote react vocally as hurt. That's just how I play. I put myself in that moment. And since I'm not in that moment, it's hard for me to sometimes come up with talking points that either make sense or fit in with ad-libbing. And trust me, I talked about re-recording this whole battle when I know that originally I made other different quips that had to do with the game. It's jarring and it's annoying. I almost wanted to redo the entire, you know, scene, but with it so fresh in my mind, I figured I'll just dub over my gameplay. And surprise, surprise, it is not a boss again. Like 2 boss battles, boss battle themes, but no boss battle. Cause it's not a star, I should say. So, anyway, we take care of that. And we save the fairy, which is the reason why I wanted to come here. Thank you for rescuing me. You're kind of strong for human folk. I was surprised watching you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rasley. I come from Water Dragon Isle. I think you can tell just by looking at me, but I'm a fairy. I guess you could say it's very obvious. Oh, I've heard of that island. The old fisherman in my village sometimes talked about it. But he says because of the strange dry spell we've been having, the island's water source has dried up. I wonder if it's the same in this world, too. Huh? A water source dried up? This world? I'm sorry, but I don't understand what in fairy godmother's name you're talking about. Surge, perhaps we had better explain to her. Yeah. Well, you see, it's kind of like this. Gee. So there's another world? And you've come to these marshes in this world to save your friend in that other world? Yes. You seem to have got it, but Surge is actually originally from here. We do not expect you to believe us, but it is the truth. We've traveled through a wormhole to your world. And we came here to get the Hydra humor to make medicine to save our friend. Well, there sure is a Hydra in this forest. I saw it with my very own eyes. But that's when those big noses caught me and threw me in here to become Pentapus bait. I want to go home to my island, but it's too far for a fairy like me to fly home. How about taking me along with you? And just like that, we get a new character! The main reason why I wanted to take this branch path, because when you take the other route where you do not, where you said I don't know how to save Kid and you don't end up coming over here, what happens is, well, this character dies. Like, she just straight up dies and it becomes an issue. Well, it doesn't become an issue. She just dies, you'll never get her again. Because the time is moving at the same rate, despite being in parallel universes. So while we're meandering in the other world, in Path B, Rasley is still in danger, and she will eventually die to be eaten by the Pentapus, which is very unfortunate, but it's what it is, you know? So again, despite being parallel universes and dimensions, time is moving at the same rate of speed. To put it bluntly. Thanks. I'll be waiting by the forest entrance. Be very careful, Sergi. And And thank you for coming to rescue me. That hesitation, now, this is just how I interpret it, but that hesitation sounds like she can finally relax after the adrenaline. And there was fear there that she was gonna die. Like I said with the parallel universes, she was going to die. There is no doubt about it. And there's no way you can prevent it if you chose to say, I don't know how to save kid. There really was no way to prevent it. You could come here optionally and do things, but and do things, but Razlie will be dead. I think you can still kill Pentapus. I am not sure, but Razzie will still be dead. But anyway, that's enough about this. And I will admit the next episode has also had its recording, funkied up. So we're gonna do the same thing where I'm gonna dub over gameplay footage of me playing. Until then, I will see you all in the next episode where we'll have another round of awkward conversations. Later, everyone.